Hey guys, Luke here from Modern Horrors, and as you've probably heard by now, Rob Zombie, the man himself, has wrapped filming on the long-rumored and now hotly anticipated sequel to The Devil's Rejects. Now, it was immediately confirmed whenever this news broke that Spaulding, Baby, Otis, they were all three going to be back in this movie, and that of course introduces this enormous elephant into the room. How the hell are these people gonna be here if they died in The Devil's Rejects? Now, no one really knows for sure, but that hasn't stopped us or our readers from speculating as to what could be happening. So we're gonna start with my own personal theory right now. Otis, Baby, and Captain Spaulding did die in The Devil's Rejects, and a supernatural element's going to be introduced. This one has been downright disputed by some already, but the truth is often hidden in plain sight. I feel like the title itself could be our greatest clue. If we look at it literally, then three from hell would imply that three people, Otis, Spaulding, and Baby, would be returning from hell, right? Of course, things got a little more complicated this week when production photos showed the judicial system playing a heavy role in this one. Images show what looks like Otis in a courtroom, Baby being escorted to prison, and Spaulding already being in prison, getting walked to his cell. So if they are supernatural and return from hell, how the hell did they get arrested? Not to mention, we'd need some sort of protagonist equipped to deal with the undead, and the more I think of that, the more I realize there's no way Zombie is gonna go to that, cheesy sort of supernatural direction. Fingers crossed that I'm wrong though. It's a prequel. This one's been floated around by many, but I seriously doubt it. In fact, I'm pretty sure Rob Zombie has already referred to the film as a sequel or as, quote-unquote, the next chapter. It's not a prequel. It was all a dream. As hard as it is to admit, this one's actually possible. It would enrage many, myself included, but luckily I'm pretty sure old Rob has a little more creativity left in him than that. At least I hope so. This would, however, explain how they're alive and well in prison and seemingly facing trial. They survived. This one would require the audience to check its disbelief at the door, but surviving the shootout would obviously place them squarely in prison. But goddamn, that was a lot of bullets. If this is the case, it's been speculated then that this might be a prison movie. And actually, that makes a bit more sense than you might think. House of a Thousand Corpses was a financial success. The Devil's Rejects was an even bigger one. Then Zombie directed the polarizing Halloween remake, which led to his greatest return yet. After that though, things changed. Halloween 2 would also find box office success, but it was significantly less. And perhaps more importantly, Rob Zombie's reputation took a massive hit after that film. As a result, Lords of Salem failed to even recoup its $2.5 million budget, and 31 earned just over half of its $1.5 million budget back. All that to say, Three from Hell needs to be cheap, and an almost single location prison flick is an excellent way to keep costs down. It would be a little disappointing, but it could work. So let's talk about the fun approach. An Instagram follower had the following to say: "They died at the end of The Devil's Rejects. Bodies are dumped in unmarked graves by cops. Dr. Satan digs them up and brings them back. Violence ensues." Now, Zombie actually included Dr. Satan in The Devil's Rejects, but he ended up cutting him later due to not fitting the tone of the overall film. Probably a good call there. But if that's the case, it would be really hard to pull off, but holy shit would it be awesome. So what about the prison photos? Maybe it's a trick. Maybe it's a plant from Zombie himself. Maybe it's a dream sequence or something. Maybe it's... Actually, no, there's no way this is going to happen. Fuck, it would be awesome though. Truth be told, this is probably going to be a prison flick with a sub $2 million budget. Fans have been asking for the return to The Devil's Rejects for years, and doing so almost guarantees asses in seats and cash in the bank. But that doesn't necessarily mean it can't be good. A ton of genre legends have been confirmed for the film already, and I'm pretty sure they'd all make very good inmates, guards, wardens, or whatever. But here's to hoping this prison is set somewhere in Oklahoma or some shit where we don't have to hear a bunch of exaggerated and terrible southern one-liners. Rob's been in the gutter lately. Hopefully Three from Hell brings him back. Man, I'm really tired of saying that.